satisfaction in the workplace. So in President Nixon's address to the nation on Labor Day, he makes this statement: "When you have your heart in what you're doing, when it gives you respect and pride as well as a good wage, you naturally do more." This got me thinking about one's satisfaction, especially employee satisfaction, and how it really impacts their performance in the workplace. In Derek Thompson's A World Without Work, another statement caught my attention. Purpose, meaning, identity, fulfillment, creativity, autonomy. All these things that positive psychology has shown us to be necessary for well-being are absent in the average job. This means that lack of satisfaction is a relevant problem in today's workplace. This leads to my question. To what extent does employee satisfaction really impact the success of an organizational firm or business? So through extensive research, I've come to the conclusion that employee satisfaction plays a dominant role in job performance and thus the success of any business. However, according to a 2013 survey conducted by Gallup, a global performance management consulting company, only 13% of American employees are engaged at work, meaning nearly 90% of employees do not enjoy what they're doing. This reportedly costs American businesses as much as $550 billion annually. Since job satisfaction is critical, this Gallup survey should be a wake-up call for corporates to focus on further improving employee satisfaction, because higher employee satisfaction leads to better corporate performance, which means better economic growth, rendering employee satisfaction important for the country as a whole. So the three key reasons that employee satisfaction plays a major role in the success of a business is its impact on business's productivity, talent retention, and customer satisfaction. Productivity lowers cost production and leads to higher profitability. Higher talent retention rates means lower turnover costs and more stability and productivity in a firm. And customer satisfaction leads to higher customer satisfaction leads to higher return rates and higher revenue for the company. And you can see the relationship in this graph. So before I start breaking down my reasons, I'm going to define some key terms. Employee satisfaction means attitude employees have towards their jobs. It describes employees' level of happiness in fulfilling their desires and needs at work. Employee retention is the ability of an organization to hold on to their employees, while turnover rate is the percentage of employees who leave the organization. Reason 1. So the first reason that satisfaction is crucial for business success is that productivity impacts performance and thus business prosperity. As you can see in the graph I created here, increase in productivity lowers production costs, thus increasing profits. Seeing these profits, investors will have more confidence in the firm and will be willing to invest more, increasing the share value of the company. Job satisfaction plays a major role in this equation because higher employee satisfaction directly results in higher productivity. According to a study done by ILR School of Cornell University from 1996 to 2001, an increase in job satisfaction directly relates to a 6.6 increase in productivity per hour. Although this statistic is limited in that it only applies to the manufacturing industry, there are other studies that prove this relationship. Harvard Business Review recently published an analysis of studies that shows an average of 31% increase in productivity when employees are happy or satisfied. These findings are significant because while the numbers may vary, there is evidently a positive and direct correlation between increase in employee satisfaction and increase in their productivity. Another perspective may argue that employee training and development of skills are more vital to firm productivity than employee satisfaction. According to research done by Lim Kok Wing University of Creative Technology, a private international university, training has been invaluable in increasing productivity of organizations and enhances employees' skills and provides opportunity to perform more competently. However, this perspective fails to realize that no amount of training or motivation will help increase revenue unless individuals develop a feeling of attachment and loyalty towards their firm. This emotional commitment comes from satisfaction with their work, which means that even training may be second in importance to the happiness of workers when it comes to overall productivity in a firm. Second, talent retention is crucial for productivity and overall stability. Kirsten May, contributor of Houston Chronicles, states lower turnover rates makes it easier for the company to focus its time and energy on the business at hand rather than adapting to new staff. In contrast, high turnover rates means high costs for a replacement. As you can see in this graph, replacement rates can reach as high as 21% of an employee's annual salary. The time and money a firm will save on recruiting new employees should be invested in keeping existing employees satisfied. Employee satisfaction comes into play here because it's a key predictor of employee retention. There is a direct relationship between employee satisfaction and their commitment to the job. As you can see in the graph from the HR Council, 40% of employees who expect to quit their jobs say that they are less than satisfied. Limitations to this research is that it was only conducted with nonprofit sector. And the study shows that employee satisfaction could have depended on how long they worked in the sector, their age, gender, and their pay. However, nonetheless, a study done by the Saratoga Institute shows that job dissatisfaction is still among the top 7 reasons why employees change their jobs. Lastly, employee satisfaction leads to customer satisfaction, which is crucial for business profit. A study by Harvard Business Review found that companies can boost profits by almost 100% by just retaining 5% more of their customers. The employee is the primary link between the organization and the customer. According to a study done at Sears, an American department chain store, a 5-point improvement in employee attitudes leads to a 1.3 rise in customer satisfaction, which generates a 0.5 increase in profits. This reason is limited in that it only applies to certain industries such as retailing. So because I came to the conclusion that employee satisfaction is crucial to the success of a business, I'm going to talk about some solutions that companies can use to improve employee satisfaction. First, an important factor in increasing employee satisfaction and retention is to make each employee know that they're an indispensable resource for the company. This can be done by listening to your employees, showing respect for their opinions, and that they are truly valued as part of the company. As President Nixon stated in his address to the nation on Labor Day, we must give the individual worker more responsibility and more of the feeling that his opinion counts. Inviting creativity can also help liven the mood of a workplace and create a more enjoyable environment. For instance, employees can decorate their cubicles and offices as they please. However, there is the implication here that more creativity and a livelier mood will actually create happier employees. Lastly, from a financial standpoint, there can be increased employee benefits or competitive perks such as insurance, paid holidays, and discounts on services. This gives employees a good foundation to build a positive attitude towards their job. Thank you.
Vicky, how did you assess the reliability and the credibility of your sources?
Well, most of my sources I got from academic journals, and then also I went online to check the author's background, such as what college they attended or previous jobs, to make sure that they were eligible for my research topic. And also because of the nature of my question, I guess, there were a lot of research reports done, so I knew that those were credible because they came from universities or people taking that major.
Okay, thanks. As you were doing your research, what other questions kind of bubbled up as you were doing your research about your topic?
Yeah, because my question was how employee satisfaction affects like productivity and business success and performance. There were like I realized that a lot of things were interconnected with each other. For instance, how does how does one's engagement to their job affect their commitment, and then how that also affects a firm's profits. Or also another thing that came up was how like employee training can affect their productivity in the workplace, and how that would also affect the business success. So I had to kind of like limit and like decide where to cut off my research.
Okay.
So